Alright, y'all, we talking about chords and melodies today. I'm here with my homie Insulin. He might have a few questions for me.
Learning from the best.
Alright, so I normally go to like a 1/1 function, and I always start this in session view. So like, obviously you have your playlist right here, but I come over to session view because I build my chords and melodies going down, and you'll see what I mean once we get into this. Well, let's say I want to go. Let's pick a scale. I like F. So let's say we'll go into F. We can do let's do F minor. F minor. Um so basically what I always look for, and this is, general, is really just the spacing in these notes. So that sounds good. But because I set the scale in here, if I go to play something that's out of these blue lines, it's not going to be in key. So these blue lines only show you the scale. So this will be my first chord note. Sometimes I duplicate it because it makes it a little quicker. And something cool that you can do so you have a good relationship between notes is see how these two are touching? Because they have a note in the same chord, it's generally going to sound more pleasing when you play them together. So that sounds good. And then also, if you click on the note and you press option and you drag, it makes another note for you. It's a really good tip. Um, so let's try something like this. Okay, that's pretty dope. So I do my duplicate technique, and now I want to find somewhere where this last note fits good. But I don't want it to be the same as my first note because we want that to resolve this tension going down back on the one. Okay, so I don't like that, so we're gonna move it up. We're gonna try something else. Okay, that's pretty hot. Notice that they're all, within the scale. And if you press this fold option too, it'll show you only the notes that you're working with, which is definitely beneficial. So maybe now my next move would be to simply duplicate it over so I have an 8-bar measure. Alright, so now in the second one, I definitely want to change something around to make it a little more unique. So maybe I'll come out of this 1/1 grid, because I haven't done this before. I might have to go all of them up. But it kind of walks it up to this higher note, which is dope. But I mean, I can mess with this forever, but you guys will get the idea. So this is what I do. I write out like a basic, 8-bar measure, duplicate it over, make something different in the second section. And then what I do, so this is the one we just made. So then I option and I drag it down one. So this is just my basic chords. Okay, so then this one we're gonna add the bass layer. So the trick is you take the bottom note of each chord. So, F, C, B flat, A flat, and you're going to bring them down 2 octaves, and that's gonna hit your bass note. So I press Option, pull it down to F0.
Why don't you also just hold Shift and hit down twice?
Yeah, you can. Well, I wonder if you can do that. Shift, Option, Option.
No, just Shift. Just Shift.
Yeah,
And now
but
hold down and it'll go a whole
the problem with
same.
that is then you're removing this bottom note for the chord.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I like doing the Option. And then let me see how it sounds. Let me okay. And I'm actually not in this one anymore. We gotta do it right here. Yep. Gotta get this out of my way. So now I'm gonna go C1. B flat. And then what is it? A. So I want to try this because it might sound better. I like it lower. Same deal. So I'm just copying this bass note over and layering it. And I actually think I want to change this real quick. Maybe we'll do something different. Make it more interesting. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, cool. Now I got my bass layer. So now I'm gonna do the same thing, Option, and I'm gonna drag it down one, and I'm gonna I call this voice leading. So we're not gonna worry about the bass note right now, and we're gonna come up here, and the idea is we want these notes sitting as close as possible to each other. So right now you can see how the root note F of the one chord is extremely far away from this top note. And if we minimize that, the chords will sound more harmonious and work better together in your mix. And you can do more things down the line with voice leading. So there's a couple of ways that I think you can do this. So these 2 notes are far away from up here. So I'm going to group them. I'm going to hold Shift like Ryan was talking about earlier. And we're going to go up 2. And you notice how now these are really close together. And then these ones are perfect because they're the same note. So I think I got to punch in here. So now let's even try to bring this note up. Okay, so now that's actually even further away than it was before. So I'm going to bring it back down. And it's cool because, chords work really great in stepwise motion. As you can see, like these notes are stepping down. You're like walking down. It's definitely good for flow. Okay, so now I want to do something in here that I just heard. I'm wondering if there's a note I can slide in here that would sound cool. I almost wonder if going down more would be better and coming back up. So that's too far. 1, 2, this might work. Oh, it's the same. That works for now. Okay, so now I want to get these notes closer to each other. So maybe this time I'll try. I don't know if I like that as much. Let's see. I might want to go the other way. Let's try this. Nope. I want to bring this G back up, and we'll try to do it this way. Okay, cool. I can live with that. Now for this part, so you got your voice leading and your chords sound better and they work better together. Option, drag it down one, and then I'm gonna change this to just melody. This is kind of like the final step. So we got our chords. Now we want to write a compelling melody that's not boring. So starting at 1/4 is pretty good. You can do any grid size that you want, but this is what I like to do. So when I'm writing my melody, I would like to keep this melody, like the notes in between whatever this chord is. So I want all my notes to land in between C3 and A flat, and that's how I'm gonna get these to work great together. So maybe I'll start on the root note. We'll jump up to F in stepwise motion down. Oh, now I gotta go punch that in. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Let me get in here. So this first little section, right, that covers this chord is sick. Now the second pattern, I want to do something different. You could even just simply reverse this and make something cool, or you can come up with a whole new pattern. But ideally, if I can keep the notes in between C3 and G3, it's gonna work really well together. So let's hop up. Let's see, we can do something cooler. Okay. So I'm going to take this little riff melody we made, put it over here, and change it slightly. So maybe we can change these up. Kind of want to bring this down. And then it's always cool. So this is the root note right here. So if I come over here, it's always good to come back to that root note to repeat it. So let me do this. Yeah, see how I kind of do it right here in these sections as well. Let's try to do something like this. Where are we at? G, so that's a little far. That's kind of fire. Let's do that. Duplicate it all over. But yeah, you can do a million different whatever you want in here. You know, you can come into here and be like, yep. Yeah, you can get in it. Yeah, endless melodies, baby.